The flower essence, if you ingest it, you take it in, it starts to speak to you. It starts to give you information. So if it's your emotional body that needs information because your emotional body is struggling with something, then the essence offers that. It offers maybe some comfort, it offers maybe a new thought will come through. Maybe you will see something that you didn't see before, or feel something that you didn't feel before. It's very interesting when you're dealing with an emotion that that you've had for a long time, like say anger, that maybe your father was angry, and just so when things come up, that's the way that you respond. It's maybe an impatience or a hastiness, or just not, not really taking the time to take in a situation and understand it. And what it feels like that essence does is it kind of holds that. It doesn't make it go right away. First it holds it and allows you to see it. It gives you almost like a second to think, before you respond, where you see the pattern. And that's a really important part of the healing, is that you start to see that, wow, I'm in this pattern, and this is the moment, that pattern manifests. And then a real interesting thing happens. You get given a choice. The flower essence doesn't make you change. It can't really make you change. You have human will. And that human will allows you to make a choice, so you can respond as you always did, but you're going to get that feeling where you recognize you had a choice. And before, you were probably just responding because that's just what happened. That's just the way, the dominoes started to fall, and it just like, the next one was going to fall because the first one had. That's a real gift, to get that moment, to pause. And then you may not immediately start to change. You may just start seeing that I have this opportunity to do this differently. And that may even go on for a little while, depending on how resistant you are, to the change. But at some point, it's going to feel easier to change, to do this, to respond differently, to respond in better harmony, to listen, to the other person, as opposed to acting out in the old pattern. And when you do that, that's a real gift, because those sorts of patterns, I mean, you can be in therapy for years. You can have addressed this many times in many ways, but there's a difference here, because it's not hard work anymore. It's actually becomes easier, to make this shift. Then the flower essence really opens up to a higher level within you, where, the pattern has changed, but now there's a whole lot of possibilities that can start to work.